My name's Joe Johnson, and I've been actively engaged in researching natural remedies for over 20 years. If you have tendinitis, then you need to really listen, because this crucial short video will directly affect you. What I have discovered about stopping tendinitis pain and stopping it quickly, it's cutting edge, and it just might be the untapped resource that you've been looking for. I'm going to show you how simple it is to quickly reduce or even stop your tendinitis pain, but just as importantly, how to switch on and speed up your body's own natural healing mechanisms without the need for surgery and without risking your health to expensive, useless and even dangerous drugs. Now, Emma Williams, she's the health editor on this site. She's urged me to share with you details of an astonishing discovery that I've made about tendinitis pain. So if you've got tendinitis pain, what is actually going on? Well, think of it like this. It's whether through wear and tear or a toxicity build-up or through an unfortunate accident, your tendons, which are the bits that hold the muscles and the bones together, have become inflamed or damaged and it needs repairing. Now, if you have a tendinitis problem and you're suffering from the pain and the discomfort and the misery, you need to somehow stimulate your body's healing mechanisms into focusing on and repairing your tendons as fast as possible. And unless you find a way to stimulate your body's healing mechanisms without damaging your body's delicate chemical balance, and then sooner or later you might end up losing the mobility in that joint altogether. So, before I show you a simple way to stimulate the healing mechanisms, I want you to consider this. Normally, if you get a painful tendon, your body's healing system will, albeit over a long period of time, it'll attempt to heal itself. But if you've been stressed, maybe overworked, or taken drugs, including painkillers and anti-inflammatories, then your body's healing mechanisms becomes weakened. And that is enough for the healing mechanism to be interrupted or even stopped altogether. Now, once your tendons have become inflamed, you're then experiencing tendinitis pain, and you can struggle to move the joint for months or even years. Some people with tendinitis pain, if it's left untreated, they never function properly again. And to make things even worse, and I've mentioned this already, if you use painkillers or anti-inflammatories to kill the pain in the tendinitis, you'll have to swallow them, which means that the whole of your body's healing mechanism, which you're relying on, it's now been weakened further by toxic impact of these powerful pain-killing chemicals. This is why painkillers and anti-inflammatories, they appear to work for a day or two, but then your tendinitis pain, it just keeps coming back and you can carry on taking more pills, but it's not improving. And in case you're in any doubt about the danger of modern painkillers or anti-inflammatories, and they're called sometimes non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. According to a recent report by an eminent set of US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of deaths caused by conventional medicine like painkillers and anti-inflammatories is an astounding 784,000 men, women and children every year. That's about 2,200 a day. So it's now evident that the medical system is the main cause of death and injury in the United States. Now that's the eminent doctors saying that, not me. So I was desperate to find a way of reducing and stopping your tendinitis pain, but at the same time stimulating your body's healing mechanisms into healing your own tendinitis as fast as possible. But it has to be done without harming or damaging in any way you're an amazing biochemical miracle. It's your immune system. Okay, that's the challenge. I've seen so many people lose their mobility and then their general health, starting with simple conditions like tendonitis pain. Even after some people have opted for expensive and painful surgeries, but things go wrong and it's tragic. And so often it's avoidable. And that's why I've done my research. You see, human beings with tendonitis pain have been around for tens of thousands of years. Now, pharmaceutical companies, they've been around for about 100 years. And they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew about tendonitis. So my first step in research is always to go back into history and see what was written there. And after a lot of reading, and I don't mean the usual herbalist books, I mean that I've got, whilst I can't name my sources, I've got access, secret access, to some of the very best herbalist remedy books on the planet. I've got books that are mostly kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries and specialists, and even drug companies have got some amazing health herbal books just hidden away. But I've also got access to books that modern science believes are not even worth looking at. And these are books that have been written with people who've got zero medical qualifications. But these people have lived in the wilds of nature, learning and practicing the secrets of Mother Nature every day. And these people have passed herbal remedies down from one generation to the next, and they pass them down because they work. And it was in one such research book that I found an ancient cure for tendonitis pain. And it was in an old bookshop, and it was in the south of France. And the particular book, it was over 200 years old. Now, my French isn't that good, but fortunately, most of the botanical books are written in Latin. And my Latin isn't very good either, but I knew enough to recognise the plant names. But I was puzzled. I mean, there were some amazing, interesting remedies in that book. But this particular one remedy stood out. The remedy I found was for swelling and injury of the joints and tendons. And yet the plants I read about, I'd never considered for use for tendonitis pain. Never. I took notes of the type of the plants used and where they're best found, and the ratios and the mixtures and the preparation, and anything else I could think of that might help me make this remedy. Now, of course, I'd heard of these herbs before, and I've used them many times before, but I had no idea then that once mixed in the right combination, they would stimulate such an incredible pain relieving effect and stimulate the healing effect directly into the tendons. Because I knew that up till now, most natural remedies for tendonitis pain are nothing more than mild stimulant creams. And they warm up the skin, they stimulate the blood flow, to that joint, but they simply don't affect the pain levels at all, or the healing mechanism to any degree at all. They sometimes help you feel a bit better, but for tendonitis pain, they simply don't work. They're just not strong enough. Now, I expected my research to last 6 to 12 months, but I had a proven remedy in 6 weeks. I wanted to test it for longer, but my conscience just wouldn't let me, because every single client with tendonitis was reporting amazing results, sometimes in just a few hours. This remedy has now been proven countless times to quickly reduce tendonitis pain, and it rapidly speeds up the healing time of the injured tendons. So, how do you use this remedy? Well, it's simple. You simply massage a few drops of, and it's a clear, pleasant smelling remedy. You massage it directly onto the affected tendons. And this will take you, 5-10 seconds. And you do that 3 times a day. And finally, this bit's important, you put a few drops onto the soles of your feet at bedtime. And that's it, and it's that easy. The speedy healing process will then begin. Your pain levels will come down very quickly, and hopefully you'll no longer need those awful, powerful pain-killing drugs which slaughter your immune system. And the prospect of painful and expensive surgery, hopefully that'll go away too. Now I've made the remedy so that it is simple and convenient and easy to use. It is concentrated, so it will last you a long time. It doesn't look like much, but this remedy really does pack a wallop. When you use it, you'll suddenly feel your tendons improving. They'll feel different. Within a few hours, you'll know that the joint's starting to feel better. And hopefully the mobility will come back, so you can say goodbye to bandages and sticks and braces and calipers, all that lot. Your joint will return to health. You know, this is a convenient, easy to use remedy. You don't have to spend your day making expensive and time-consuming appointments with therapists and doctors and that kind of thing, or discussing your problems with strangers in the drugstore. It's just a small bottle of a thick, clear, rather pleasant-smelling herbal liquid. And it's so small it will easily fit unnoticed into your pocket or into your purse. So you can rub a few drops onto your tendons during the day. Now, some of my clients have even used the remedy in conjunction with their support brace and their bandages just for a while. The choice is yours. Now, I plan to launch the remedy called Tendonitis Doctor with advertising, fancy packaging and sending it out to a small network of distributors. But I never got the chance. Word spread very quickly about the results that I was getting with Tendonitis Doctor. And patients and herbalists literally came here to my practice and literally demanded that I make it for them. But it wasn't so simple. You see, I tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs which consistently stopped tendonitis pain came from the Middle East. So, in these war-torn, struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment of herbs from the Middle East? Right. So to say my ingredient supply is fragile is a massive understatement. Now, I recently had enough ingredients for 3 batches. Now, I've made each batch by hand myself. I've measured the herbs, I've weighed the herbs, I've mixed the ingredients myself. I've blended the herbs together myself. So don't worry about that. The quality of the Tendonitis Doctor remedies, well, they are of the highest quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend, Emma Williams. If you have tendonitis pain, then I strongly suggest that you get this remedy called Tendonitis Doctor before supplies run out, or before you inadvertently harm yourself with more painkillers, or before you end up needing surgery. Because like I said earlier, this remedy packs a wallop. You will suddenly feel your joints, your tendons improving within a few hours. And you'll know your tendons are getting better. But you must hurry. I normally only give this remedy to my personal clients and to fellow herbalists. I've never committed a single batch of Tendonitis Doctor to anyone else before. Now, Emma's begged me not to let the other herbalists or online stores know what we were up to till she had the stock. Well, now she's got it and it's going faster than we both imagined, and that's great. So if you mess around or think you'll come back later or you order late, you may miss out. And if you have tendonitis pain, that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. Using this remedy will result in you being free of joint pain and tendon pain and be able to move pain-free once more. So have a good look at the testimonials below and see how the Tendonitis Doctor remedy has helped men and women across the country to get rid of their tendonitis pain very quickly. Now, it may be you've got a few understandable seeds of doubt, and that's fair enough. After all, you don't know me. Let me put your mind at rest so that you can experience the Tendonitis Doctor remedy for yourself, completely risk-free. You can try the Tendonitis Doctor remedy risk-free for a full 90 days. You don't risk a single penny trying the remedy for yourself. you've got a complete ironclad 90-day unconditional 100% money back guarantee. But the clear and simple truth of it is this. You see, this stuff, it's a breakthrough. So if this remedy doesn't quickly and easily first reduce your tendonitis pain and then get rid of it, if you're not completely satisfied in any way at all, then I insist you send this remedy back to Emma in any condition, and she will personally make sure that you get a fast and full refund of every penny you paid for the remedy. No questions asked, no hassles, nothing at all. And you can keep all the bonus ebooks as a thanks for trying the remedy. You have my word on that. Okay, so how much will this tendonitis doctor remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for an appointment plus $170 for the remedy because it is handmade and it is organic. But because you don't have to have an appointment with me, and appointments with me are pretty hard to get. Plus I'm not using my offices and I'm not using my staff and all the other expenses. I've agreed with Emma that we're going to give you a 50% discount on the remedy. Now, this means that you can get your tendonitis doctor remedy for just $87 and $5 shipping, which means you're going to save over $280. Now, and Emma's literally manhandled me into giving you an additional gift, a free set of health ebooks. Now, they're valued at $127, but they're going to the first 100 people who take the tendonitis doctor remedy. Now, these bonuses alone are worth more than the cost of the remedy. So, this is it's an amazing offer. And this is the first time, and maybe the last time, that the tendonitis doctor remedy has been sold for less than $170. $87 is less than the price of useless and dangerous painkillers, and it's less than the price of a visit to your doctor, and it's certainly less than the price of painful surgery, which you may need if you don't get your tendonitis sorted fast. So this offer is completely risk-free to you. So order your remedy now, whilst Emma's still got the stock, and whilst you're still on this page. Click the link below. Emma will look after you. And if you have any questions about tendonitis or tendonitis pain remedy, then you can write to me at any time. So click the link below. Emma will get your remedy in the post to you today. And I personally look forward to helping you to become pain-free very quickly. All right. Bye for now.